What it do, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I am back with another video. So I know it's been a little while, a little minute, but we back. I missed y'all, period. But we're gonna do college do's and don'ts. So I want to get a couple of disclaimers out there before we start this video. One, some of these are a little bit of personal opinion, so I might count it as a don't, but you may count it as a do. And when I get to those, I will say that it's a little bit more on the personal opinion side. So, yeah. I'm gonna start off with some don'ts. If you ever see me look over to the side, it's because I'm looking at my computer. It has the list of do's and don'ts. So my first do that I have is to find your classes, okay? Listen to me, find your classes. And what I mean by this is once you figure out your schedule and everything like that, a main advice that I have is find your classes. So like maybe during the weekend before your classes actually start, go on campus. Make sure you know what building it's in. Make sure you know what classroom it is. Make sure you know how far it is, how long it takes you to get there, because you do not to keep going back on your phone to look at your schedule, to look at what class you have and where it's at. So I'm telling y'all, that is some great advice. Please go find y'all classes. So y'all not gonna be one of them people just wandering around, don't know what to do. Excuse me, do you know where this building is? Do you know? And no shade to those people who do that. But I'm just telling you, it's way easier if you just find your classes. So that's my first do. My second do is to make sure that you are getting constant advice on your classes, specifically from your advisor. At my school, I don't know how other schools work. They give you a personal advisor for your major to help you with classes, any, academic career, like questions, things that you're trying to figure out. Utilize that. Please take advantage of that advisor, because one, it's really good to make sure that you're still on track for your major. You're taking the classes that you're supposed to. You don't want to be over or under taking your classes. You just want to make sure that you're on the track to graduate in 4 years if that's your goal or whatever the case may be. So please constantly contact your advisor. Use all free resources, okay? Use all your resources on campus. You are paying all these thousands of dollars to go to this school to get this education. Use them free resources. These are one of the moments that you want to use free stuff when you know what I'm saying? Because when you get out in the real world, everything you got to pay for it. So use all them free resources. Anything free that you think will be a necessity to you, use them. Go to office hours. Do go to office hours. I know a lot of times, I don't know if people had office hours in high school as well. I had office hours in high school. I know there was times like that seems so annoying. Like, bro, anybody going to office hours? I don't need no help. I'm good. If I need anything, I'm going to internet, search it up, or I can go to my friend. I'm telling you, when those two things are not available for you, go to office hours. They really do help. Like, I'm not gonna front and act like I go to office hours I don't, but there were moments where I like mustered up the courage and the energy to go to office hours, and I came out like, bro, I should have been going to office hours. Because one, when you're in college, you don't ever really get that one-on-one connection and one-on-one time with your professor, because they got way too many students to teach throughout the week, way too much stuff to do, so they don't got time to be focusing on a student at a time. So one, that gives you a moment to personally connect with your professor. That's networking, okay, period. So now you know the professor. If you ever need anything, they're more likely to help you because they know you. They see your face like, oh, I know who you are. You go to my office hours, we talk, They get to know you personally. And also I'll notice that helped is like, for example, I would go to office hours for my Spanish class, and that's something that I was struggling in that class. And because I was going to her office hours, she was better able, like if I was just struggling in class, she wouldn't make a big deal out of it, or like she would just better know how to help me because she knows what my personal issue is or what my specific issue is with the content and why I don't get it. Go to office hours. A lot of times it only takes like 15-30 minutes. So go to office hours, bro. So my next do is network, okay? I'm also, as I'm saying this, that's why I took a little small pause. I'm saying this to myself as well. Network. It really is useful. A lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, I did think that I didn't need to network, especially if I wasn't 100% sure on my career choice and what I wanted to do with my career, which I'm still not sure on. And I feel like, until I figure it out, I don't need to network. But it is good to still network along the way, because when you do know those people, you start to hear different things, different organizations, different careers, and then it sparks those interests of like, maybe I might get interested in doing this, or maybe I might get interested in doing that. Or even if you have interests but you don't have passions yet, like me, those people that you network with can learn your interests and then start to spark those interests to see if they turn into passions and they turn into career choices and things like that. And it's just like, if you're planning to go to graduate school, you need people, you need letters of recommendation, you need a lot. People need people. You can't get through the world without people. So, network. Next advice that I have or do is have money. Do not come to college broke, okay? And I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it like I came from rags to riches and now I got money. I ain't saying nothing like that. I didn't come to college all put together either. But have a little some in your pocket, because the first 2 weeks are going to have events back to back, and you do not want to be in your dorm room sad, crying, depressed because you came to school with $15 thinking all you was gonna need was a little McDonald's meal to hold you through the week. Okay? You don't want to be that person. So my next do is visit your family. I know a lot of times when you go to college, it feels like, oh, forget my family. I've been with them all my life. I'm so excited to be away from them. I don't even care to visit or anything like that. I'm telling you, you're going to think that until it's been a while, and then you're going to be like, dang, man, I need a piece of home. I feel like I just need that comfort. Whether you realize it or not, home and family can be a really big comfort. So do visit your family, and you don't know what you do for them. You may be thinking, they don't even care about me. They couldn't wait till I come to college. All in reality, that can be masked up by just, anything. They can be really sad that you're going and that you're leaving. So take advantage to spend some time with family, call family, FaceTime family, all that. Get a little bit of family time in, because I'm telling you, it really goes a long way. Do go away for college. College, I'm telling y'all, it may seem like, oh, I'm really gonna miss home, I don't want to leave, or whatever reasons that you have for not going away for college. Leave. You will never know what's out there. You will never know what opportunities, what people you can meet if you don't get out of your bubble. Leave. You've been in that bubble for your whole life that you've been alive. Get out. And that don't mean that you gotta go to another state. I'm from California. I still go to school in California, but I go to school in Southern California. I am from Northern California, and it feels like I'm in a different state. I'm telling y'all, go away from college, or go away for college. Let's move on to the don'ts. My first don't. Listen to me closely. Now, this is the one where my don'ts are the ones that are more personal opinionated, but they real, okay? Don't come to college with a boyfriend. Don't do that. Don't set yourself up like that. You are young, okay? Listen to me. You are young, coming to college in a new environment, new experience. You meeting new people. You do not want to be locked down, chained down in a relationship, especially, baby. Especially if y'all going to different schools. You're setting yourself up, love. You're setting yourself up to be heartbroken, okay? Because I don't want to say that. I don't want to put this on people. I don't want you to think it's not possible. It's definitely possible. But 9 times out of 10, baby, he's cheating on you. I'm sorry. He's cheating. Or you're cheating on him. Or you're going to cheat on him. Because not only guys cheat. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, because he's in school. He's around new girls. He's seeing things he ain't never seen before. Doing things he ain't never did before. And he gonna be like, dang, bro. My girl not even here. She's not even here. So I'm telling you, do not go to college with a boyfriend, bro. Don't set yourself up like that. Because too many times do I hear stories about people sad and depressed and down when they supposed to be living their best life out here because they man then cheated on them, left them, broke up with them, or whatever the case may be. in college because they decided to come to college with a boyfriend. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is probably my biggest don't. Do not fall into peer pressure or FOMO, especially when you've been at school for a while and like you kind of really know how things go. You know that this party's happening, this event is happening, blah blah blah. Don't be feeling like, dang, like this one time I don't go, like I'm finna miss out. Like, especially if you got stuff to do, if you got homework, you got work in the morning or something like that. If you already been to that party a couple of times, don't even go. Like, you've already been. I'm pretty sure there's not. I know like sometimes it seems like, oh, that one time you missed school is when everything happens. That's not all the time. So a lot of times don't fall into that, you know, feeling like you're gonna miss out, because a lot of times I have fell into that and like I was really tired from the week and I really needed to be getting some rest, but there was a party, even though I literally already been to this type of party before, or the people that's throwing it through this type of party already last semester or the year before, and I'm sitting there the whole time like, why did I come? And I just sit there and waste my entire night hot and sweating listening to the same tracks that I've been listening to for the last 2 years. One big peer pressure that I slowly saw myself falling into but I didn't is joining orgs. Now, I'm gonna have a different opinion than everybody. A lot of people in your videos, college advice, do's and don'ts, you may see them say, join orgs, be in an organization, da, 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 da. I'm not saying don't do that or that's bad advice, because it really is good for you, good way to connect, good way to open yourself, blah, blah, blah. But there are some people like me who know that's just not for them. Like, joining organizations, being a part of an org is just not for me. That's not something I see for myself. Especially at a PWI in the Black community, everybody is in an org. Everybody is on the board. Everybody this, everybody that, like everybody's in an organization, and it's really gonna feel like you're left out or you're not doing enough, or you know, you being lazy or whatever the case may be, or at least that's how I feel when you're not in an org. But like, you don't have to, bro. You don't have to be in an org if you don't want to be in an org. Same thing with doing drugs, drinking. If you had a drink before and you realize, I don't like this, I don't like alcohol, don't drink. Or your friend tell you, oh, that was just one experience, do it again, try it again. If you knew in your heart of hearts, I don't like this, don't do it. My next don't is, don't go to places alone. It is really dangerous. You're in college, you're by yourself, especially, I'm really saying like at night and parties, especially if you're planning to get intoxicated. Do not go to parties alone. That is a trap and that is dangerous, especially if you are a girl. A lot of men will take that as an opportunity to take advantage of you. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's looking at you. So you may be thinking, I'm good, I'm not even really drunk for real, and no dudes try to hit on me, I'm chilling, I'm getting to know people. You never know who's watching from across the room, and somebody could have noticed that you walked in that party by yourself and you left at that party by yourself, and they can follow you. So do not go places alone. Be safe, y'all, like for real, especially us young girls. Next, don't isolate yourself, okay? I found myself every once in a while in like freshman year doing that. Like sometimes, you know, you get into little moods where you feel like, everybody's weird. I just feel like I'm not connecting with anybody. I feel like I'm not finding my people, or even my people are being weird. And it's just like, I don't want to be around people. And it's like, that's absolutely valid when you do feel that way. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is good to like take a step back and like, you know, reevaluate what you got going on in your life, who you got in your life, what you want to do with that. But don't completely isolate yourself, because college can get really draining, really lonely, and really depressing if you isolate yourself. You cannot get through college alone. You just can't. You can't. Like, there's no other way to put it. You cannot get through college alone. It's going to be a very long, dreadful, stressful, sad, depressing road to go down if you decide to go to college alone. Next, do not buy books, okay? I know that seems something. Now, I'm not saying don't buy them at all, but listen to me. Okay. So when you go to college, something that they stress is for you to buy books. And it's going to seem super stressful. You're going to think, oh my God, I got to spend hundreds of dollars. A lot of times, there are way other resources that are ways that you can get this book. One, a lot of times it is free online. So make sure whatever book it is, you copy and paste it and look for it online, because a lot of times they have it for free. Secondly, a lot of times teachers or professors offer a PDF option of the book that's free, but they don't go out and say it. And that's because, they want us to spend money. So a lot of times they won't outright go out and say like, oh yeah, I have a PDF. So a lot of times email your professor and let them know your financial issues or whatever the case may be, your reasons, and ask them, do they have any PDF available for you for free? Okay. Another thing, a lot of times they have your book for way cheaper on Amazon or somewhere online. So a lot of times, yes, you do have to buy your book, but it is cheaper somewhere else. Another thing, a lot of times teachers have codes for you to get your book for cheaper or for free. Make sure if there's a code somewhere, you can get it. Another thing, the library. A lot of times they have that same book that you may need at your library. And you can either get it for cheaper or they can give you a code. Okay, there's other ways to get around getting your books. Next, don't spend unnecessary money. Please, do not spend unnecessary money. It is really easy to spend unnecessary money in college because it just may seem like, oh, but I want to do this and I want to get that. Da, 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 da. It's unnecessary. So I can name a couple of things that's like unnecessary money. Don't spend money on food if you got food at home. I know it may seem like I'm tired of cooking for myself. I don't want to cook for myself no more. But I'm telling you, eventually, you're going to need to. Because in college, a lot of times you're going to have to unexpectedly pay for things. I don't know what it is about college, y'all. I don't know. Just life in general, as you get older, you just gotta, stuff pops up a lot. And you just not unnecessarily, out of nowhere have to pay for stuff. So saving money is really, really important. Another way of spending unnecessary money is buying a new outfit for a party or an event. I have done that so many times, and half of those outfits I don't even wear anymore. Or never touched it again. It was for that one event. Realized I didn't even like the outfit, and I never wore it. And that's like a $30 dress that I could have saved. I could have saved that $30. That $30 could have went to anything. You know what I'm saying? So don't spend unnecessary money. This is another personal opinion, but I'm standing by it real strong. Don't do 8 a.m.s. Unless you're a morning person, you like to get up in the morning, that's your thing, go ahead and do that. But for everybody else, all the normal people, do not get at 8 a.m. I'm telling you, you're going to be late to that class almost every time, and a lot of 8 a.m.s are like heavy packed content, so you don't want to miss it. Those times that you have tests, you're gonna be so tired, having to get up, brain gonna be foggy, not all the way together, trying to do a test at 8 a.m. Who wants to do a final at 8 a.m.? Nobody. Don't do 8 a.m.s. It is draining, it is stressful, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It's a sad thing. Don't do it. Don't date no athlete. Do not date athlete. And this is for my girls. Do not date athletes. The only times that I've ever seen a loyal athlete is like he's in his junior year. That's when they realize, you know what, I'm gonna put away the macking, I'm gonna put away the cheating, I'm gonna put away the girls. I've been doing that for a minute now. I wanna settle down. I want somebody that's gonna hold me down. I'm gonna hold her down. Yeah. Freshman and sophomore year, they now doing that. They are popping, okay? They are athletes, especially the athletes of a big school. Yeah, he thinks he's him. Okay? He thinks he's him. So, and he's going to get a lot of attention. A lot of girls are going to want him just because he's an athlete. Like, oh my God, he plays on the football team. And don't date athletes. They're just going to break your heart. And I know they look good. Trust me, I know. But they're just not for you. They're for everybody. All right, my last don't of the night, guys, is don't overwhelm yourself, okay? I know college can get a lot, okay? don't do anything that's beyond your means. Don't do anything that you know, like, okay, this is gonna be too much on your plate. Because a lot of times in college, you get introduced to so many new things and many new opportunities. You want to take them all in. You want to join this art. You want to be part of a frat. You want to be on a dance team. You want to do this. You want to do that. It's going to eventually become too much. Pace yourself. You have 4 years and 2 semesters throughout all those 4 years. Pace yourself. Trust me, pace yourself. You can probably do it all if you do it correctly. Don't do it all at once, because it's gonna get too much and you're gonna feel like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I have too much on my plate. And then if you're somebody who like to finish out things and do your responsibilities and all that, it's gonna be really hard for you to drop those things that are too much for you. Like the first semester, if you don't want to, in freshman year, I'm saying, don't even join anything. Just learn. Just take it all in. Take all the experiences in. It's not like the movies where you walk down, you see everybody at their stands, and you just sign up for everything. Like, no. It ain't like that. It's real commitment. You put that name on that dotted line, you're a part of it, okay? So, take your time. Pace yourself. So, these were my do's and don'ts. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope this was nice. If I missed any do's and don'ts that you were expecting or anything like that, you can put them down in the comments, or you can ask me any questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with another video soon. No timestamp, because y'all know how I do. It can be a month, it can be 3 months, it can be 2 weeks. Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back with another one. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and push those post notifications. Okay? Push them so you can get notified every single time I post. And like the video. Like it. Pause it and like it. Yeah. Just like you can go on Instagram and like your little friend picture, or like that girl picture that you don't even like for real, that you ain't been friends with her since middle school, but you just like because you follow her and you feel like you got an obligation to follow her, but you watched my video and got a little giggle, got a little kiki, and you can't like it? Like my YouTube video. Yeah. Okay, period. But thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back with another video. Peace.